Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is just a story I just became aware of, and I think it's really a perfect example of a 80-year-old man's vanity. Like, what better example than this? Trump's rebranding of Palm Beach Airport hasn't taken off as he planned. So, the Palm Beach Airport in Florida has rebranded itself, renamed itself Donald J. Trump International Airport. And let's just take a guess at who's going to be footing some of this bill. Like, what's the point of this? Who's going to pay for it? Let me guess. Some taxpayer money is probably going to go to it, right? And all of the MAGA people will be happy. They got Donald Trump's name on yet another building or organization in which, in 10 years, hopefully less, they can strip these names. But this just amounts to a big waste of money and just another typical grift, because there's always a grift when Donald Trump's name is involved. There's always a grift. He's always enriching himself, his family, or his sycophantic oligarch inner circle and outer circle. So changes inside the Florida International Airport are fully evident as state and county hold back funds for full remodel. A waste of freaking money, man. People should be outraged, but no, nobody cares. One of Trump's most grandiose vanity projects, a multi-million-dollar makeover of Florida's Palm Beach International Airport into a self-aggrandizing gold plating. Is he doing gold plating again? What's his obsession with gold? Gold-plated transportation hub is running into turbulence barely a week after the first plane touched the runway. At first glance, this rebranding of the airport, less than 5 miles from his opulent Mar-a-Lago resort, where he spends so much time working so hard playing golf. Got to get that exercise in. Got to get those steps in. A couple Big Macs, a couple Diet Cokes. Appears to be complete. Its website bears the name and oversized logo of President Donald J. Trump International Airport, and state transportation workers were quick to erect highway signs, leaving drivers in no doubt where they were heading. Yet inside the terminals, at the ticket counters and baggage stalls, the change is far less noticeable. Digital signage reflects the switch, but many physical signs and infrastructure still refer to its old name of Palm Beach International. There's no clear timeline of when or even if new signs will be installed and PBI fully becomes DJT, the three-letter airport code using the president's initials that will be its formal aviation industry designation starting on the 18th of August. The arrogance of this guy, man. Damn. It doesn't matter how many things you change, how many things you put in your name, you're still going to be remembered as just a horrible president and a horrible person. The issue is money. A state law signed into March by Ron DeSantis. That's who Trump used to call Ron DeSanctimonious, right? I love all these people that Trump insults, like a typical situation on the, playground at school. You have this bully bullying everybody, and then they cower and come groveling back, putting their hands out. Please, can I be friends? Like, Florida's Republican governor, intermittent Trump ally, mandated the name change on a reluctant county commission, which voted 4-3 in May to approve a trademark deal with the Trump organization. Yeah, there you go, the grift. Summers feared consequences if they did not. Consequences if you don't change the airport name. We're going to come after you. But Florida's $117 billion budget signed off by DeSantis last month contained only $2.75 million to fund the switch, half of the estimated $5.5 million cost to switch the name of the airport. Palm Beach County is refusing to make up the shortfall, with some commissioners insisting taxpayers cannot and should not be left on the hook. I tend to agree. We'll be able to make the baseline necessary changes to signage with the $2.7 million, but for the full extensive signage, we will need another half of those funds from the state. And where do they get these funds from? Abruzzo was speaking on the 9th of July, the official handover day, when Trump Force One. What timeline is this? Trump Force One. We need Harrison Ford to go up there and grab Trump and say, "Get off my plane." Throw him out of there. Carrying the president's son, Eric, landed just after 5 a.m. to become the first to do so under the new airport's name. A statement on the airport's website, meanwhile, says that beyond the $2.75 million received in state money, the remaining costs will be funded through the Palm Beach County Department of Airports operating budget and capital improvement program. It is an apparent contradiction to Abruzzo's remarks to the media last week that no county money will be used. Oh, what do you know? And has raised fears among some critics that funds earmarked for safety and other crucial improvements at the department's 4 airports, which include Palm Beach International, will be siphoned off to support Trump's glorification. Joel Flores, one of the 3 county commissioners to vote against the unorthodox trademark and licensing agreement in May, that critics will further enrich the president and his... the critics say this will further enrich the president and his family, said he would attempt to block any such move. I will not personally be voting to utilize any operational funds towards this rebranding. Joke. This should be solely on the state to be able to fund this. This is their initiative. This is their imposition. Their rule over a local municipality, over a local airport, so they should be held responsible. We've also heard that, federally, they might be sending some dollars down, but I have not seen any bills or budgets to address that. So, until we see the money in the bank, I'm not going to count with it. Flores said he agreed with Abruzzo's assessment that the rebranding would move forward in phases and stall until more funds were found. That's the kind of conversation I've had with our administrator. He said, if we don't get to rebrand entirely, then that's on them. I don't feel that our dollars should be going to a rebrand that this board did not approve. Rebecca Krogman, great name, the public information officer for the Palm Beach Department of Airports, said a phased approach ensures continued progress while aligning each step with available resources. In a statement, she said, as with any facility of this size, it would not be practical to list every individual sign or area that has or has not yet been updated. We have begun updating all digital touchpoints, including the airport's website, social media platforms, and digital signage within the terminal. Yeah, let's check out the airport. So, what was it? Palm Beach Airport. Let's see. Still says Palm Beach International Airport. Oh, okay. President Donald J. Trump International Airport. Florida Department of Transport did not return a request for comment. 2 lawsuits have also been filed to prevent the rebranding from advancing. One is by George Ponce, a retired pilot, who said the changing the airport code, which is embedded into air traffic control and navigation and management software for decades, will cause confusion that could create a safety hazard. That's what I would tend to agree, like, especially changing the airport code, because those are very entrenched and very vital and have decades of inclusion. So I agree with the pilot. I used to work in airports a long time ago, and airport codes become very, 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 very well known and remembered by not just pilots, but everybody in the aviation industry, which is a pretty small industry. The other, by the trade, I mean like the small world, I should say. The other, by the trademark attorney Victoria Doyle, argues the state had no authority to impose a name change on a county-owned and operated airport. Doyle, who's running for Democratic nomination for a Palm Beach congressional seat in the next month primary, said her case has been granted a trial date next year. Trump's ego is going to demand upgrades to that airport as fast as possible, she said. He's going to want it to be the best, most beautiful, most gold-laden airport on Earth. And we could be on the hook. I'm suspicious of all statements about funding and wouldn't be surprised if the county ends up paying the money. The airport is an extremely upsetting topic to many people here. We are a majority Democratic county, and we were not asked our opinion of this renaming shoved down our throats from the state on high, and the money is a big part of why they're so upset. Not only did we not want this, now we're going to have to pay for it. It's highly offensive to people who live here. Well, par for the course for Trump, and his vanity projects abound as he tries to, cement his image as this sort of like revered president when no such thing will happen. All right, see you on the next one. Let me know your thoughts down below.